Hello everybody, it's Stefan Joubert here from the Stefan Joubert Guitar Academy, and in today's video I'm going to speak to you just a little bit about how to practice the guitar and how to work on your playing in a way that's going to be very beneficial for you. So let us go and let us take a look together at how to practice, let us say, the minor pentatonic scale in position 2. So what we're going to do is, in this video I'm specifically going to speak to especially beginner guitar players or intermediate guitar players who's always struggling to learn something new. So the first thing we're going to do is just to go, like I said, to position 2 of the A minor pentatonic scale. So first up, we need to locate that scale, and that's going to be on string group 2 and 4, 2 on the 2nd string 10th fret, and 4 on the 7th fret. So the two root notes are located on 2 and on 4. So once we've got the root note, we can then proceed to play the scale. In order for you not to be lost, you may be used to the first position. We're simply going to go to the second position of the minor pentatonic scale, which is located here. With the root notes on string 2 and the root note on string 4. And what I'm going to show you now is a way I'd like you to practice. So what we'll do is, when you play the scale and when it's new, the very first thing that you should do is to play and say the scale. So what I like to do, and I make all my students do this, is first of all just to play and say the actual fingers of the left hand. So what we do is we just go and we play the scale and we go 2, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 3, 2, 4, 2, 4, and then we can come back 2, 4, 2, 3, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, 2. So when you practice the scale, it is very useful to actually say and play the fingers, and that will really help you to internalize that. If you look at the link in the description box, you'll see there's a link to the scale, so you can download that and then practice along if you like. Now, we should do the same thing from the highest point, and that's going to be starting from the highest point of the scale, going to the lowest, back up to the highest. And we'll do that by starting on the high E string, or the first string of the guitar. And we're going to go 4, 2, 4, 2, 3, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, 2, and go straight up 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 3, 2, 4, 2, 4. So once you've done that, you've then trained your brain by saying which fingers to use. Because what I see a lot of guitarists would do would be to play 2, 4 and then continue, and systematically they would go 1, 3 and again 1, 3, 1, 3. I totally get it. When you're improvising, it can be very useful to use that fingering. However, when you're practicing, I always recommend using the most conservative fingering for practice purposes, and then that will be transformed when you then go and improvise and playing on stage. But you do need to use your fourth finger. Don't leave the fourth finger out of the mix. If you frequently find yourself not using the fourth finger, that means you need proper guitar training. I know there are lots of great rock players just using 1, 2, 3. But you know what, it's sloppy and it is not fun to watch. Even if they have a great sound, it's always nice to see someone use good, proper, almost, I would say, classical guitar technique when playing rock guitar or jazz guitar. So make sure you do look after the fourth finger, it's important. Next up, I would recommend actually saying and playing the degrees of the scale. So the minor pentatonic scale consists out of the following degrees: a root, a minor third, a fourth, a fifth, and a minor seventh. Essentially, in this case it's an A, so essentially it's an A minor 7th arpeggio with the added D, which is an 11th or a 4th. A minor 7th arpeggio is is like this. It's A, which is the root, then it's C, which is the minor third, then it's E, which is the fifth, and it's the G, which is the minor seventh. And then with the pentatonic scale, you just add the D on top of that. So basically, I'll just play in the first position. You have a minor seventh arpeggio with a D. So the A minor pentatonic scale is basically a minor seventh arpeggio with a D or with an 11th. So you can say it's an A minor 7th / 11th arpeggio, a 5-note arpeggio if you like. Now that's just one way to see it. So now let us go and say and play the scale. So what we'll do is we'll start here because we're looking at the second position. Root note is over here. So we're starting with the minor third. So what you're going to do is when you practice, you're going to go minor third, 4th, 5th, minor 7th, root, minor 3rd, 4th, 5th, minor 7th, root, minor 3rd, 4th, and do it back as well. Minor 3rd, root, minor 7th, 5th, 4th, minor 3rd, root, minor 7th, 5th, 4th or 11th, minor 3rd. And then also practice it from the highest note to the lowest and back up. Like this. 4th, minor 3rd, root, minor 7th, 5th, 4th, minor 3rd, root, minor 7th, 5th, 4th, minor 3rd, going back up, 4th, 5th, minor 7th, root, minor 3rd, 4th, 5th, minor 7th, root, minor 3rd, and the 4th. Next up, I would like you to play the root notes. And then listen to how the sounds go on the guitar. So, root to the minor 3rd. Root to the 4th. Root to the 5th. Root to the minor 7th. Root to the octave. And then root to the minor 3rd or the minor 10th. And root to the 11th. And in that way you get the sound in your ear. So you get to understand the scale. You're not just going... You're not just kind of noodling around, but you're actually understanding what the scale is all about. So that's very important. You want to know what you're doing, and that's why I would even recommend playing the minor 7th arpeggio in the second position, or in the first position, but this specific lesson is now on the second position, and then adding the 4th in, so like this. So then you can have an understanding what the scale is about. You're not just out there, telling people you're improvising in the minor pentatonic scale, not having a clue what you're doing. You understand, actually, wait a minute, this is a minor 7th arpeggio with a 4th. It's pretty simple. There's not that much to it. Next up, let us take a look at the blues scale together. Once again, this is aimed at beginners or intermediate players wanting to get better at their playing. So here, once again, let's say and play the fingers. I'm going to play and say the fingers for the blues scale. So we've got 2, starting with the figure 2, 4, 1, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 4, and let's go back, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 2, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 1, 4, 2. And then of course, do the same from the highest note to the lowest and back up. Don't do it like that. Just say it and play it. That's the main thing. Do like 4, 3, 1, 3, 1. Because you see, when you say something and you play it, it really goes into your system and it really strengthens your playing. So you may think, oh, I'm not going to listen to what he's saying. I'm just going to jam it. That's how a lot of people think, and that's why they play so badly. So if you want to get good at playing, make sure you follow these ideas, you know. Say it and play it, do the work, and then you'll see great results. Now, let's just quickly go through the degrees of the blues scale. Essentially what we have is a minor 7th arpeggio with a flattened 5th. Play a minor 7th arpeggio and land on that flattened 5th and kind of hear how that sounds, because it's a minor 7th with a flat 5 plus that 11th or that 4th. So the minor 7th to the 4th to the flat 5 there. So basically, there's our flat 5 there, flat 5 there, flat 5 there. Let's add the 11th. There's our 11th. Flat 5, 11th. So that's what I would like you to do, is to get to know what you're playing. So once again, you can go through the degrees and you can say it and play it like this. Flat 3, 4, flat 5, 5, flat 7th, root, flat 3, 4th, flat 5, 5th, flat 7th, root, flat 3, 4th, blues note with a flat 5, 4th, flattened 3rd, root, flat 7th, 5th, flattened 5th, 4th, flat 3, root, minor 7th, 5th, flat 3, 4th, flat 3. And again, cross compare with the root. Root to flat 3. Root to the perfect 4th. Root to the flat 5. Root to the 5th. Root to the minor 7th. Root to the octave. By doing that, you will then be able to play the scale much more fluently, and you'll get to know it inside out. And then when you improvise, you will know what you're doing. So take these ideas to heart. You can use it for anything that you're busy with. Let's say you're playing a E flat major 7th arpeggio. Then you could go again. You could play and say, you could say root, 3rd, 5th, major 7th, root, 3rd, 5th, major 7th, root, even going up, 3rd, etc. So by playing and saying, you will then internalize everything and you will see a much better result in your own playing. So once again, thank you so much for listening to this video. If you want to find out more about what I do, about my own tuition and things like that, you can go on to sjguitaracademy.com. I'm passionate about teaching adults to play the guitar. I teach over Zoom. I've got a bunch of wonderful students. I'm always looking for great new passionate students of the guitar. So if you want to make a great investment into your guitar playing and you want to become really, really good with playing the guitar, and you're a committed student looking for, a deep change in your own guitar journey over a period of time, then you're at exactly the right place. I like to work with people that are consistent, people that are there for the long haul. I like to work with students that are serious as well about playing the guitar. So I accept adults of all levels, beginners to advanced, but it's important for me that if someone studies with me, they understand it's a journey and we work together over a period of time to seriously improve playing and to become much better at the instrument. Thank you so much for listening, and take some of these tips to heart, work on these things, and I'll speak to you again in the next video.